You want to get married?
Hell yeah, want to settle down. I lived my life. I did it all. I seen it all, done it all. There's only one thing to accomplish, and that's marriage. I never did it. That's something I want to dance with my mother. I want to dance with my bride. I want to dedicate myself, my life to somebody.
But why else though? Like, what are the other reasons why you want to get married?
Why I want to get married?
Yeah.
I feel like I deserve it. It's so much I just want to give to one person.
What are you looking forward to? Like, what you think you're going to get from marriage?
Not for nothing, know what it is? It's like, I feel like messing with different women don't move me no more. I feel like I'm trying to find different parts of a woman to equal one person. No, it don't move me no more. Like, I get bored quick off a conversation. Bored, and they'd be like, all right. Shorty could be like, yo, whoa. I get bored. I don't want it no more.
What do you think it is about messing with multiple women that you the most tired of now?
It's tired to try to please everybody. Nah, I want to please one person. I want to understand one person. I believe in, like, I don't want too many, like, soul ties. Like, I don't want too many on me. It's like pleasing everybody, different personalities, different attitudes. Man, you can keep that shit.
Spending money on people that you're really not that invested in.
And not sometimes we don't even get to that point. Because it's like, I lost interest in you that fast. Lost interest in you fast. But we're going to get into it. Back at it for another episode of the Blind Vanilla C Show. I'm your host, FOB C-Note. Oh, nope. Goddamn.
Fuck it.
C-Note. It's like the FOB. Know what it is?
The ghost of FOB.
Yo, I'm battling because it's like, I come in the studio, I'm C-Note, but I go to the club, FOB C-Note. It's like I'm battling this person right now.
It's hard to kill that game.
But, yo, oh, man. The clubs, I walk in the clubs, it's like, yo, it's like, damn, it's just hard, you know. The official blind stepper, the voice of the disabled, Blind Lightning. You know, we here, you know where we at, 265 Canal Street, where dreams happen, where magic happens. Where Blind Poppy gonna take off on from this couch, you already know. And I'm here with my dog, Wolf.
You already know.
Once again, happy 4th of July, people, man. Happy 4th of July. Things,
yeah.
I'm blessed.
You blessed, bro?
I just feel blessed, man. Things coming in, sponsors hit, people hitting me up.
Yeah.
Want to promote products on my show. I just feel blessed. I have no complaints. When I wake up, it's just like, damn, I'm alive. I'm doing it.
Niggas be potting for years, bro, and don't be getting no sponsor, nothing.
Bro.
Niggas like, I don't want my product on your little lame-ass podcast.
People be potting for years.
That's how people be feeling.
Wow, yo, bro. I walk, and it's like I'm in a club last week, and I'm just sitting up there, and they's like, I'm surprised you here. The girl said, I'm surprised you here. I'm like, why you say that? She said, you famous. I'm like, I am? I said, shit, my bank account don't say that. She like, yo, I seen your podcast all over this day on TikTok. I comment. You see my comment? I'm like, nah, I ain't say I don't be checking TikTok every day. So yeah, I comment on it. And she was just going through my podcast and telling me different episodes. And I'm like, damn, people really watching. Telling me what she enjoyed about it. Like what makes her laugh. I'm funny. She said, you got a good personality. She just talking. I'm like, thank you. I gave her a hug. And she started laughing and I'm like, what's wrong with you? And she said, you make me nervous. I said, I make you nervous? She said, yeah, nobody of your stature never hugged me before.
Wow.
I'm like, she really think damn, did I get a contract that I didn't know about? I said I was asleep behind.
Well, perception is such a crazy thing because sometimes when people see like the content that you got and the content that you've done that's performed really well. I mean, bro, you got clips that have done several thousands of views, bro.
Definitely.
And for a fact, people have definitely taken your content and repurposed it on their own.
Man.
So that type of stuff, for somebody who don't really understand the inner workings, because, you got to think about it. They don't know that we out here trying to figure out, it's hard to get the type of guests we want to get. Like, obviously, you want to have like guests that also share a disabled experience, but they not easy to get because they probably got somebody managing their fucking account.
Heavy on it.
So they don't know about that shit.
Yo, mad disabled on TikTok, man. Yo, the crazy thing about it is, right? She said, oh, I seen when Wolf came in here. I said, you seen when Wolf came in here? I'm like, when did Wolf come in here? Like, I'm confused. I forgot you came that Friday.
Yeah, that Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen it. I said, so why you ain't say nothing? She said, no, I was just sitting back like, damn, like they really in here. I said, yeah, that's
In the
crazy.
flesh, baby.
I said, that's crazy. Like, they look at us like celebrities now. There ain't a lot of podcasts. It's like, you don't got to get that $1 million contract to really be a celebrity to people.
No, you don't.
That's the crazy thing about it. And I just realized that shit. I'm like, damn, I'm really a celebrity to a lot of people.
I think more important than the celebrity, like people can acknowledge that it's the work you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you a young black man who's had challenges that most people couldn't even fathom, and yet you still showing up every single day. You a full-time father. You're a full-time content creator.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? So I think people like really they see like you represent hope, bro.
Yo,
you represent hope. Because if you can do it, why the fuck?
A lot of people ain't doing it.
Why the fuck can't somebody else doing it if you doing it?
This week, right here alone, I sat there and said I work 10 times harder than a lot of people, right? I really had to ask myself, damn, do I gotta like take my feet off the gas a little to try to let these niggas, cause I'm around people and I'm just like, damn, what are you doing with your life?
Bullshit.
I even told a couple of people, yo, you need a job.
Bullshit.
Like, this ain't it. Like,
this ain't it.
Yo.
Imagine a nigga hearing from a nigga that's blind, like this ain't it. Like your soul must be crushed after that.
People don't cherish a lot of shit, bro.
I
ain't like the best thing you could do, and the worst thing that people is put me on ChatGPT.
Bro, I love that shit, bro.
Bro.
I've been no funny shit. Yo. Like I've been in my bag on ChatGPT last couple of days.
I'm telling you.
Asking that motherfucker, so tell me about slavery. And don't get me started, bro.
I'm about to drop a couple of digital products.
Yeah, don't get me started. I could really nerd out.
Shit's out. I'm about to shoot them out.
Hey, anybody that's listening to this shit right now, whatever the fuck you don't know, I just want to let you know something.
ChatGPT.
You no longer have an excuse on earth. I'm asking ChatGPT, so tell me about them. Like, I'm about to, bro, I'm like, am I an anthropologist, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, anthropology is the study of the human race and shit. But I'm like, I'm asking the questions like, okay, so, you know, how did white people even come to exist? How did Mexican people come to exist? What happened to the Native Americans? You know what I'm saying? I'm asking a certain question. It's telling me everything. I'm sitting here like, God damn.
Look, and you hitting it with history.
History. And it's teaching me.
I be hitting it with business.
Yeah.
How to amend a business, how to grow a business, how to get business credit, how to get business funded. What's the best banks? And it's just spitting it out for me. I'm like, damn. I'm like, yo. And it was crazy. A couple of days ago, I'm sitting there. I asked a question and answer. I said, damn, it took me 5 minutes, not even 2 minutes just to get this answer. When I've been working to find this shit out for months.
Oh,
like,
100%. 100%. Whether you can see or not. You know what I mean? It's like the way you can get to it instantly. Like ChatGPT is truly like the most incredible fucking tool ever. And like you said, I've been listening, I've been talking to it to, you know, brush up on my history, just, you know, where I come from and what it really looked like to have been us. Like, how do we get to the version of us that we are today? Yeah. Right? Like, everybody knows slavery, but like deeper, like, let me understand. But then I was asking it the other day, I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you reverse engineer gentrification? Like, how do black people go to some white people shit and take they shit?
And take it over.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm asking this shit like.
That's different.
That's different.
That's different. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, I love ChatGPT. Now I see Canva got AI in it now.
Oh, yeah.
Like they can make thumbnails without me even, but we gotta pay for a thumbnail to get made.
Yeah, bro.
Yo.
If you listening to this right now, bro, use ChatGPT. You can't be like, well, I don't know. You better ask that motherfucker.
ChatGPT, Canva, all it, man. Stop being like ignorant. Use it.
Yeah, you gotta use
it. It just help. It just increasing your availability, your ability. Like, it's giving more time for you to do more things. Man, capitalize off it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, well,
so
I want to get married.
You want to get married?
Leave me at the altar.
In your white dress.
And it's crazy, right? It's like, you know, you get around a person, like people ask me, how do you know when it's the right one? When you're around that person and you just can't stop smiling. Can't stop. I be tweaking. I'm like,
you be tweaking, bro?
Yo, shout out to Dollars, man. Congratulations, but
shout out to Dollars, man.
His prom, that one came around. And
for who?
It's like, for Dollars. She came, and I'm just like, damn. That feeling, I'm like, just take me with you. Like, put me in your pocketbook. Just take me with you. That's how you know when it's the one.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I gotta get married. I gotta buckle down. I gotta settle down. Like, entertaining too many women is not for me no more. I had my fun. I'm 35. I'll be 35. I had my fun.
Yeah.
I've been doing this shit since I was 12, 13. So it's like, I had a good run in it. I'm a veteran. They can hang my jerseys up in the rafters right now. I don't want no more.
What do you think is the biggest issue with chasing multiple women?
It's tiring. It's a headache. You learning different personalities. You dealing with different personalities. You spending unnecessary money. They try to make everybody happy.
Mm.
And it's like, if you had one, you had them all. So it's like, what is I'm really chasing? I feel like when men chase different women, it's like you looking at, I like her attitude, I like her body, I like her tone, I like what she do for me. And it's like
all these different girls bringing different
yeah,
things.
But it's not just one.
Do you feel like chasing multiple women is a waste of time for a man in his 30s?
Hell yeah. Right now, you're supposed to be locking in, trying to settle down right now. You had your fun when you was in your teens and your 20s. 30s right now, it's like when you really developing life, what you really want to be in life, what you really want in life. Like 35 right now, I'm not thinking about Jane and Sarah and Robin. I'm not thinking about all that. I just want one.
Mm.
I want to wake up to one. Somebody I could trust. I don't gotta. Damn, can I trust her?
Do you think it's realistic for a man to be committed to one woman for the rest of his life?
Hell yeah, 1000%. It is. Cause like I had that one. I wanted the other girls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now when I lose that one and I get what I wanted, now I'm running back to that one.
Niggas don't talk. Niggas don't talk about that.
No, they don't. They definitely don't.
That 80. You know what they say? It's 80-20.
Yo.
So when you lose your 80 for your 20, and then you get the 20 that you wanted, but now you done lost the 80.
Should be 90-10.
Oh, it's 90-10?
90-10. 90-10. Because I lost that 90. I haven't found nobody that can even give me 11, 10. I mean, nobody can give me 11, 15, 20. Like, they giving me less than 10. I had somebody that was cooking, cleaning, making sure I was good, pleasing me in the bedroom, loving on me, loving me for who I am, everything. To these girls don't cook. Their attitudes is nasty. They want to spend your money. Like, no, my 90, I'm like, let's go to the movies. Why go to the movies if we can save that money? Let's watch it on bootleg. I said,
that's your type of girl?
I didn't get it at first. I didn't get it. I'm like, why are we watching this? Like, I just got my check. I'm trying to go to the movies. Like, but it really is like,
she said money.
We could, not even over saving money, we could put this on bootleg. I could sit, I could lay up under you. It's more intimate than going to the movies. I could lay up under you, I could cook, we could sit, we could eat, we could drink, I could lay up under you, you could hold me while we watch this movie. I loved it.
Do you think it's realistic to be looking for love in New York City?
It's realistic. It's definitely realistic. But don't get me wrong, in the process of all of this, you're going to have to really rebuild the woman. Because
you're going to have to rebuild a woman.
You're going to have to rebuild her. Because no lie, when you come across a good woman, best to believe that heart is scarred bad.
Especially in New York, you saying?
Yeah. Like, not even just in New York, all over, I feel. So you better get your tape, and you better have your duct tape and your crazy glue to fix that heart. Because best to believe, it's a couple of men that tore that woman down mentally.
So you saying if you're looking for love, just dating period, regardless of what city you live in, you need to be, as a man, you need to realistically be prepared to help that lady heal through some trauma she got through dating before she got to you.
1000%. She got to trust you. You got to help her trust you. You can't expect her to feel, oh, I never did nothing wrong, so you got to trust me. Nah, you got to show that she could trust you.
Well, do you think it's the other way around too? Like based off the trauma that a guy has had through dating before he met a girl who's probably the one, do you think it's also her job to help him heal?
Yeah, it's both jobs. It's hand in hand. That's why a relationship is 50-50. It ain't no, oh, a man 100% not. It's 50-50. It's a job. We both, it's like we working on the project. I need your 50%. You got my 50%. Let's capitalize and make this work. Let's complete this project. Sometimes you see your significant other falling short. Let me put in overtime because she not giving me 50 right now. She giving me 40. Let me make up for the 10% that she losing to make this shit work. If you really love that person, you're gonna do whatever it takes to make it work.
What do you think is the hardest part about dating in New York City? New York City specifically.
Trust.
trusting women is part of this, or just trusting each other, period?
Yeah, trusting each other.
Trusting people.
Like me, I have trust issues. Why? Because it's like I can see a girl online and I love my man and this, that, and the third, woo, and then I go in the club, you sexy rat. It's like, wasn't you just on Valentine's Day hugged up with a nigga? Like
that do be happening.
But then you all up in my face.
That do be happening though.
Oh, Sino, give me a hug. I love you. Rub it on my face. You want to kiss on my cheek and this, that. I'm like, but wasn't she just on? She was just in love.
Yeah.
Instagram post stories, banging out. This, it's trust. Big trust. That's my biggest thing. And I'm like, yo, if you could do this to him, you could do this to me, shorty.
Yeah.
What's the difference? And then I walked in the club, girl run, jump on me, wrap her legs around me. Oh, I love you. So, you be playing too much. You played this, that. And then I moved, then you run into the next promoter. I said, God damn.
Say she a busybody. You remember that song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it's like, not even that. It's times when we outside after a party, 5 a.m, we outside just talking, vibing. Shorty'll call my phone. Oh, what you doing? I'm like, I ain't doing nothing. I'm outside. I'm still outside. Oh, call me when you go home. I'm trying to come over. I'm like, all right, I got you. Hang up. I'm like, I'm not calling her back.
Damn.
But then the nigga next to me, phone ringing is her.
Nah.
I swear to God.
You being honest?
I swear to God, bro.
You swear to God?
I swear to God. I swear to my son's life.
Was she calling him for what reason?
Yeah, same thing. Picked up. She's like, oh, come get me.
She trying to get some dick tonight.
Yo. But whole time, she's on Instagram. I love my baby.
Nah.
Come on, bro. That's my biggest issue.
Well, let me ask you this though: do you think that's something that's more specific to a certain type of girl, or are you portraying this lack of trust to like women in general?
I can't. I play like this, right? They in the clubs, they doing it.
Okay.
I'm quite sure they doing it in the churches. I'm quite sure they doing it in the churches. Yeah, I'm being really honest. Like,
so it's specifically the girls in the club, like girls. So what you saying is, girls in the club, you kind of
it's not a high percentage of women that you out here you could trust
in the club or just in life.
In life, in general. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Know what my thing is? It's a small percentage of good women, right? Some of them is married. The rest of them is hurt.
Yeah. So you kind of got to make the best with what you got.
It's like you got to throw your hook in the sea and see what you're going to pull out.
I'm sure women feel the same way about us, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
1,000%.
You know what I'm saying?
1,000%. It's definitely go both ways.
Yeah.
But the majority of our good women is hurt and the rest is married.
You know, sometimes I feel like an anomaly in that sense because, you know, a lot of people are coming through pain and trauma and, you know, just fucked up things that they've been through. But I never been traumatized through a relationship. You know, I've been cheated on before. And I will say that definitely was a traumatizing feeling. You know, the feeling of betrayal. You know what I'm saying? That's a tough thing, man.
Yeah, see,
especially
it's the other way around because I'm the one that did the hurting.
Oh, you the villain in the story.
I'm the villain. And I'm man enough to say that. I'm the villain. I hurt people. I made females cry.
Yikes.
Good women.
Yikes.
I made them cry.
Yikes.
To a point now, she like, yo, Christopher, please. I'm like, damn, all that? You still probably no good. This, time, the third. Like, they could take the eyes out of you, but they can't take Sino out of you. I'm just like,
So let me ask you this. Do you feel like in a lot of ways you still receiving karma for the way you treated women in your past?
I wouldn't say karma.
Okay, what would you say?
I wouldn't say karma. My karma, I feel like my karma, everything I did in my past, I feel like karma washed it away. Like, karma hit me. It bit me in my ass, for sure. But now in my space, I feel like I don't put myself out there to
receive bad karma.
For anybody to hit me.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I'm focused on know what I want.
Yeah.
I don't got to go searching. I just know what I want. It just is, whenever she feel like, all right, maybe he did change his life. Maybe he is different. Maybe I can take a chance and don't think I'm going to get hurt from him again.
You said she.
Yeah.
Right. So you're talking about a specific person.
Yeah. You know, she know who she is. We know who she is. But
you think did she listen to this podcast?
Yeah. Every now and then, because she like, y'all listen to it. I got her listed. I got her into podcasts right now.
You should send her this episode.
Horrible decisions. She listens to horrible decisions. Like,
Are you gonna send her this episode?
if she don't, then somebody will.
No, but I'm asking you. Will you send her this episode?
I definitely might send her that episode.
Okay, so look, since you're gonna send her this episode, listen. I think that when you got some free time, you should allow my man's right here, Christopher C. Note the Great. You should allow him to take you on a date, something real nice. You know what? Let's make it a day date. A full day. Real expansive type shit. You know what I mean? I hitting multiple spots.
Shit, it could be the weekend. We could go on somebody's beach.
You gotta start slow. You gotta start slow. You gotta start slow. You know what I mean? Make it a day date. Y'all go out, y'all hit a couple spots, y'all have a good time. He'll drop you off at your house at the end of the night.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
and it'll be fun. Since he gonna send this to you. You know what I mean? And so I think he did not tell me to do this.
Nah, this straight freestyle.
This straight freestyle. All of this shit is freestyle. We ain't even get into none of the questions that I got yet.
None of that straight.
You know what I mean?
Right,
but like off the freestyle shit, I think that you should really consider that. And why I think that, I haven't known him as long as you have, and I haven't known him as long as anybody else in his life. I'm probably one of the newest additions to his life. But what I can say,
1,000.
He's a good guy. You know what I mean?
Change
very
man.
focused, very, very focused. You know what I mean? Very ambitious. It's not a lot of, it's niggas with eyes and ears and all types of, niggas got 16 legs and arms and they not doing half of what this man is doing. And I think that speaks very highly of a man's character.
We be working. I be working on her business. Like, we be working.
Oh, so you know this already?
Yeah, she definitely.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna get back to the podcast.
Change, man, look at the rage, man. I got a whole new game plan.
I have to break the fourth wall real quick, but I really think you should consider letting him take you out. Let him take you out. You don't gotta pay for a thing. Is that cool?
Nah, she don't gotta pay for nothing.
You don't gotta pay for nothing. Let him take you on a full day date.
Her birthday this week. I gave her the queen treatment. Her birthday Friday, 4th of July.
Word.
Gave her the queen treatment.
It was the queen treatment?
Yeah, I gave her the queen treatment.
What do you consider a queen?
What do I say, the queen?
Yeah. How do you know when you found a queen?
You just feel it. It's like it's hard to explain, but you just feel it. Like when that person could leave you when you thinking about that person.
Okay, so let me ask you this then, because you gotta explain it. You know what I mean? So like, if your son, let's say your son 27, you know what I mean? I don't even know how old that's gonna make you. You know what I'm saying? But your son 27, and he thinking that he coming to you and he like, you know, Dad, like I feel like I might have met the one, but I'm not sure. Like, what type of guidance and information do you give him?
When I'm telling him?
Yeah.
How do she make you feel? Do she care? Like, it see, like for me, it's different because like this person cared for me. This person actually loves me. This person don't hear from me for a minute. She reach out. Like, I just want to tell you that I love you. Little shit, like that whole hospital run that I had, me getting shot, that person was by my bedside, never left. That person washed me up, scratched the blood out of my head.
Yeah, that's different.
Fed me.
That's different.
Like, been with me through the stages when I had a dead arm, washed me up. Like, no girl in this world can say they washed me up, bro. No girl. She stayed by my, knew I was blind and all, like, it doesn't matter. I'm here. I cried. Days I cried, she sat there, she kissed my eyes. That's a love right there. That's a different type of, a different type of love right there.
That is a different type of love.
And then the sacrifices. My son graduated. She had to work. Left work to decorate for his prom.
And that's
stayed there for a minute.
Her son.
Not even her son. Stayed there while he came out and danced and all that. And then went back to work and said, I'm gonna have to stay late. I'm gonna have to stay later because I did the balloons. I sacrificed. And so sacrificed for my son. So therefore it's like, it's different.
And so now I'm about to get on your ass because I just need to figure out, like, are you doing everything that can be possibly done to get this girl that you claim you want to be with so bad?
Everything, bro.
Are you sure?
Positive, everything.
Because then why this motherfucker ain't taking you, going on a date with you then?
I heard.
Sorry, y'all, for people watching. I'm pulling out a bag of chips. Real fat nigga shit. Out of nowhere.
Nah, this shit like the movie. You know,
behind the chair with it.
You gotta get your chips and shit ready. I hurt this girl bad. So it's like, it's back to the building process.
You said you did what?
I hurt her bad.
Oh.
So it's back to the building process. Back to the building process.
Yeah, but how long are you gonna be building?
until she felt like.
How long have you been building?
And it's crazy. I can't. This the most I've been consistent.
Okay.
Like I be consistent, right?
Since when though?
Shit, for this, I say March.
Okay.
Cause like
You started.
Yeah, it's like I be consistent. Woo, she say something I don't like, I go missing. Now you could say, now I'm like, yo, let's do this. She like, nah, I'm good. All right, cool. I'm gonna ask you next month. You going cave in? Showing that I'm consistent with it. This is what I really want. I'm gonna get a. I ain't worried about it. I'm gonna get a.
It sounds like you're not applying enough pressure, my man. It sounds like you need to pop up where she stays. You need to pop up at the job with the roses in hand.
Yo, oh, that was next.
A motherfucker ain't gonna deny. Imagine
next.
you pulling up. You listen. Imagine a motherfucker open the door from work. They open the door. You right there.
I got a whole situation. I'm gonna tell you on camera because I can't.
Okay. You want to give up the?
Yeah, I got a whole situation that's coming out of my body. Like I'm coming out of myself. My soul
coming out of my body. When niggas start talking like that,
different. It's something different. That
nigga not fucking around.
That nigga like, yo, I never expect you to do no shit like this. Mm-hmm. Something different. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, off the walls type shit. But see no back though, man. See no feel good. Like I really had to say to myself, damn, it was cool for a minute running in these streets, but what did I get out of it?
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
How much are men to blame for the dating pool having piss in it when it comes to New York City?
How much the men to blame?
Yeah.
Say 80%.
Why not 100?
Because you got and that I can't say 100 because it's 20% of the women out here that's fucked up on their own.
Yeah, but when you think about it, how did the women get fucked up in the first place?
Nah, it's some savages out here without getting fucked up. It's
just off the rip?
Yo, it's some females out here that's like niggas. Savage.
You think they was born that way?
Born like that. Savage.
Nah, I don't think anybody's born a savage.
So, why men born a savage?
Niggas get evil in their hearts.
I'm telling you, there's some women out here that could be niggas.
You think some people are born evil?
Yeah.
No.
Matter of fact, you ain't born, you taught it.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So, you can't just put 100% on the men.
I put it like this, bro. I think every single thing that a woman does that we don't like, she learned it from a man. Even if that man was the white man, right?
Yeah.
Regardless, I think everything that we don't like about her, like when we talking about mentality, I think mentality, all of these things we don't like are 100% for the most part come from men. Outside of things that we don't necessarily care for, that just makes a woman a woman. You know, men are from Mars, women are from Venus, so there's some things that there's just no connect. But I think like Sexy Red, right? We talk about Sexy Red. I think Sexy Red is an invention of some man-made shit.
So you think men 100% did this?
Yeah.
No, I gotta give a percentage to women.
No, I'm gonna listen. And whatever percentage you want to give them, if we gonna give them anything, it gotta be a real small piece. Because again, like you gotta think about it. Like, so when we talk about women being hurt and needing to heal through the pain, who hurt them?
Yeah,
niggas.
But then it's men out here that's getting hurt by women.
But you see, it's like a conversation of what came first, the chicken or the egg, right? You know what I mean? Because we talking about generations of pain now. You know what I mean? Mad motherfuckers been divorced. Mad motherfuckers been going through shit, fighting over kids. Daddy's not being in the picture. You know what I mean? Because even girls who grew up without their father, that's the man's fault.
Yeah.
Technically.
But then, I ain't gonna lie, in this day and age and ever, it's more women walking out on they.
But where does that come from though? That comes from them not having
father.
It comes from them not having the chance to see a proper relationship between a man and a woman. And why is that? It's because the nigga wasn't there. And I'm gonna say, even if let's say the baby mama was wilding and she was being like unproductive to allowing that type of beautiful Cosby show type shit, family shit to happen, he should have never had a child with that lady. You know what I mean?
You will never know until the baby come. You will never know until the baby comes.
You sound like you know something, bro. Break us off with some wisdom. What won't you know?
You never know a woman.
Until the baby get there?
You never know you're a child mother until the baby comes. Never.
Say that one more time with a little bit more on it. That sounds like a beginning of a clip.
You will never know a woman until that child comes. For instance, me and my baby, we cool now. We great now. Like, we friends, talk, like, give each other advice. We there for each other. But once my son came, we had drama. We had drama. Back and forth. Drama.
But why?
It's emotions in it. It's people in it. Like, people not minding their business.
Oh, it's always
Everybody
that.
got something to say. It's like,
It's always that.
so it was confusion. Now that, and we was young. Now that we older, we understand each other. We don't argue. Me and her used to always argue. We don't argue no more. We understand each other. Like, we don't beef for nothing at all. Sometimes she called me and just to vent to me. Like, we cool, best friends type shit. Nah, and I give her advice. Nah, do this, that, and the third. Don't get comfortable. Like, don't let nobody see you. Like, share your thing. She hang up the phone like, yo, you was an asshole back then. Nah, you the person I run to. Nah, we cool. We locked in. Like, there's no love lost. We great.
The way I look at it, bro, with great power comes great responsibility.
Definitely.
If you the CEO of a company and something happened at one of your locations that's like several states away, right? If a customer did wrong at one of your locations, they're not gonna be like, the manager at the Nebraska branch is a bitch ass nigga.
They naming the whole
the whole company. Itself. They're gonna name the whole company. If the Apple store in Nevada did me wrong, it's Apple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Apple itself.
So if I'm Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, I don't even know if he's still the CEO, but if I'm the CEO of Apple, I'm looking at you like, nigga, this is your fault. Because these niggas is operating underneath what you say can and cannot happen.
Nah, I get it.
And that's what the same thing I say about men. It's like, I think that before we ask women to make changes, we need to be the change first.
Oh, no, 1,000%. I agree.
You know what I mean?
Definitely got to be the change.
And I think the first thing niggas got to do is, if you meet a woman in your life and she not on your program or she not even trying to get with your program, let her go.
Let her go.
But niggas don't do that because they want sex so much.
Should be so good they don't know how to let it go.
I don't even think it's that good. I think niggas just afraid to be alone. I think a lot of people are afraid to be alone.
Nowadays, it's not hard. You go out here and swing that thing. Every direction is somebody that want it. But it's just, if I can't do nothing for you, I might as well let you go. If I can't benefit you, if I can't help you grow, I'm going to let you go. Why? Because if I feel you can't help me grow or benefit, I'm letting you go. I'm letting you go. It ain't made for us to be sitting up here trying to put a piece to a puzzle that don't fix.
Yeah.
Like, you jamming a piece to make this puzzle be complete, but this piece do not fit. So what is we doing? Let it go.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm about right now. I'm letting it go. Anything that's not in my life that fits in my life, I'm letting it go. Friends, family, companionship, I'm letting it all go. I don't care. I'm not scared to start all over. I'm not scared to lose people in my life. I mean, you was never here. You never meant to be here.
Yeah, that's one thing I say too. I'm not afraid to start over. One thing about life is, once you do, like me moving to New York City, that's starting over, right? That's a pretty big thing. It was, it was scary, but I wasn't nearly as scared as I was excited, but it's scary though, right? And I'm saying that to say, when you make that move toward the thing that's terrifying to you and you survive it and you realize a lot of the time the thing we're scared of is never really what we think it is. You know what I mean? And you don't really get a chance to know that. So you really rob yourself of understanding how not so threatening it isn't until you go through it. But then you go through it, you realize like, oh, okay. And then I could do this again.
Yeah.
I could do this again.
And that was the problem. I was scared to be committed to one woman.
You were scared?
I was scared.
You were scared to be committed to one woman?
One woman.
Why is that?
Because I was scared I was losing myself.
Losing yourself?
Yeah.
How?
I just got shot. She stepped up. We settling down. I'm not used to just having one woman. It's like I start getting nervous. I'm not seeing no more. I lost my vision. Now I'm losing myself. Who am I? Like, I felt like the image of me driving around, the clothes, the car, the jewelry, the female, that's what made me. So when we committed, like I'm laying next to her every night by myself. I mean, every night. This is my woman every night. Like pictures on Instagram. I wasn't doing that before. I was getting nervous. I was getting scared. I'm gonna lose the females.
Was you feeling like you wasn't done living your life still?
That's exactly what it was.
It was like, fuck, like I actually still want to experience certain things. And I feel like this is kind of sitting out this signal that like, I'm not available. You know what I mean?
Exactly what it was, right? But then when she left and I jumped back in the streets like, I'm back, y'all, I'm here. Like, nigga, they left when you got shot, nigga. So you jumped in the streets to nobody because they already planned their walking papers when I got hit. So now I got shot. Now I turn around and I see she's walking up the block. Now I'm trying to run and grab her to tell her to come back. Nah, she keep walking. Like, nigga, this is what you chose. This is what you wanted. I'm giving you what you wanted. Like, go ahead. Let me tell you, one time she told me one time she said, me and her, we was in the house and we just going back and forth. And it was just like, she's like, yo, nobody don't want you. I'm like, what the fuck you mean nobody don't want me? I'm C-note. That shit, nobody don't want you being blind. Trust me. I said, what? She said, look, put it like this. If you could go out there and you could find somebody, I sit back and let you do you and still be with you. And I'm C-note. Everybody loved me. Everybody want me. I'm starting hitting people up and it was just quiet. White noise. I'm like, damn, what? Did niggas change their number on me? Nah, they just not answering. Let's just say deliver, they not responding back.
Oh shit.
I'm just like, what the fuck? Then it's like when the people that do respond back, it's, oh shit, you could see again? What you mean can I see again? Cause you texting me. Wow. One girl like, oh, I miss you, this, that, and the third. Yo, come pick me up. I'm like, pick you up? Yeah, come pick. I said, you forgot I can't see? Oh, you still can't see? No. I had her back. I'm like, so what you doing? Like, yo, let's never respond back. Quiet. Now I look at like, damn, I lost my world for this shit.
Because you thought
trying to chase C-note?
Because you was out there in the streets and you had that different options, different women, different body types. You know, it's stroking your ego. You know what I mean? It's making you feel like you that nigga. When you got you a couple women in your rotation,
man, I'm knocking things left or right.
So you thinking you gonna get back out and you think you gonna like
do the same thing.
Think you're gonna get a little bit off the top again. It's like, you know what, I just want to have a little bit more fun because you ain't trying to get rid of your 80.
Yeah.
You wasn't trying to get rid of your 80.
Hell no.
But you were just like, let me.
Am I kicking you to toe?
Yeah, let me see what's going on with the 20 real quick, and then I'll have my way with that, and then I'll come back.
Dip my feet in the 20, jump and come back to you. But then when the 20 wasn't 20, and it's like, wait, hold up. I really lost. Like I lost my everything for this shit. Nah, now she walking, it's like I don't like it. Now I'm trying to catch her. But niggas don't never realize when that 80 walks, bet to believe it's a man on every corner that realize what she's worth. And niggas hate that. Yeah, what people don't realize, when you sacrificing your 80 for that 20%, when that 80 walking down the block, it's a man on every corner.
Yeah.
So you pretty much giving your 80% opportunity to see somebody to meet a person that's probably better than you or even half better than you that's gonna make her happy. Is that worth it?
Nah. And it's unfortunate. A lot of niggas gotta learn that shit the hard way.
Yeah, I learned the hard way.
Yeah, because you know, it's funny because you know, women are so enchanting and they so nice to be around, right? They got this good energy. So like women, they smell good and they soft, they put their hands on you. You just feel, it strokes your ego, right? But sometimes as a man, you got to take a step back and really have a solid conversation with yourself. It's like, hold on, my nigga, look, I know she look good and she got a nice little body and she got a nice voice and she make you feel good, but make sure that this is worth what you might lose in exchange. Like, what's the risk?
Do she make you better?
What's the risk? Because if the risk is that all this cute, because that's what happened to you. Essentially, you saying like these girls, they cute, they sexy, make you feel good.
And they nasty.
You're having a good laugh. But then you went back outside and they was like, oh nigga, while you was down, we was trying to get up with somebody else.
Big time.
You know what I mean?
Big time. And I'm in the hospital fighting for my life. They done moved on. And this is what I wanted to jump into.
They ain't even come and visit you.
Oh, no, they came.
Okay.
Because, you know, everybody be trying. My theory is everybody want to make the obituary. So when you down like that, you want to have like 1,000 girlfriends. Everybody didn't want to be in the obituary. But then it's like, he survived. All right then.
I thought you said everybody want to make the bitch worried. You said obituary.
Yeah, obituary. Yeah, the obituary.
I'm like, where's he going with this?
So then it's like, okay, he woke up. Oh, he's up. He's talking.
Said, oh, he good now.
Oh,
he good.
I woke up. I'm like, I got how many girlfriends?
Yeah.
Since when?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm on everybody Instagram. I'm on everybody Facebook. Okay. Boom. He's blind. Them visitors start getting thin. I'm like, okay, go home. I ain't had my phone for a little minute. I got my phone back from the police. I bet. Let me see. Let me call. Let me text. Like, damn, it's quiet. Nah, they don't love me no more. Now it's like, yo, Cino, and damn, but where's the love from Cino? Wasn't there no more. But guess who was there? My 80%. My 100% was there. But I still was itching. Want to see what that 20% outside in the streets is. Whole time, the 20% wasn't 20%. It wasn't crapped out to what it is. Don't get me wrong. Since she left, I did my little dub dizzle, dealt with the people and all that, but it's not the same. Still not the same. Because you're like, you got to ask yourself, do this person really care? Do this person make you better? What's this person motive around you? Oh, you're getting a little bit of money, so they want that. Oh, you in a club, you a big promoter. Okay, so they want that. When this one don't care about my money, she don't care about my status in the streets, she don't care about none of that shit. She just want me to be good, be alive, and safe. I could crash out on Instagram. I crash out on Facebook, put a post up, she'll text me. It ain't worth it. Take it down. Don't let them see you sweat. Don't let them get you nervous. Feel like you even nervous. Take it down. And I'm like, yo, nah, I had to say something. Nah, you didn't. Kill them with kindness. Keep being great. Psst, I go delete it. Now, I just took like 30 minutes to make this post. Now I'm deleting this shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's somebody that's good and great for you. I would never sacrifice my 80 for my 20 no more.
Well, let me ask you this, because this will be a good segue into my questions. But do you think? Can you tell? Well, can you tell what borough a girl is from just by talking to her?
No, I ain't even gonna lie. No.
Okay.
No.
Do you think girls from different boroughs got different styles and different? Like, do you think? What's the difference between a girl from Brooklyn and a girl from Harlem?
I really can't tell, because it's like, I feel like you can't tell. It's all about what type of girls you into, really. Because it's Brooklyn girls that's flashy, talk that money talk and all that. They got it. But they got Brooklyn girls that just calm, innocent, and sweet.
Okay.
So like, you can't tell from the boroughs. You can't tell.
Okay.
Pretty true to it. It's all about the personalities of the type of girls you into.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What does it mean to be from Brooklyn?
What do it mean to be from Brooklyn?
Yeah, like, what does that mean to you, to be from Brooklyn?
Not for that, it means a lot. To me,
yeah.
I'm born and raised, it means a lot. Like,
yeah.
What do it means?
Like, what makes you proud to be from Brooklyn?
I don't know.
Nigga said, I don't know.
BK, the home of Biggie and Jay. Like, I feel like Brooklyn made me who I am. It made me tough. Concrete jungles. Like, I really can't tell.
Okay.
I really can't say.
You should really think about that, though.
Like, what makes me proud of being from Brooklyn? I really, not for nothing. It's like, I'm not, the way things is going now, it's like, do I really want to be proud of being from Brooklyn?
Oh, shit.
People was dying left to right. People was getting killed left to right for no reason. Senseless shit. Like, a couple of weeks of just being in a club and somebody said, oh, I don't like him. I'm like, you don't even know him. Oh, but he's from this hood. What? So you want to press him because he's from a hood? It's a grown ass man. Like, you a little boy, but you, cause he from a hood. I'm like, I say, yo, bro, you got a lot of growing up to do. He like, how? I say, cause you about to die over a hood, bro.
That you don't even own. What Jay-Z say? Please don't die over the neighborhood that your mama renting.
Yeah.
Good advice.
Real shit. I'm like, yo, you gonna die over. Yeah, and then the crazy about it, another nigga said, let me see if your mother caught up on her rent for you to be dying over this hood. And he was just quiet. Now he's like, y'all trying to play me this time? I said, no, I'm not trying to play you. I'm trying to save your life, bro. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to save your life. I say, cause I'm in the club with this nigga every week. We built a family. This is our family right here. You think we all gonna sit here and just let you think you gonna do what you gonna do? Nah, you gonna force my hand to do something that I don't want to do. And I'm gonna have to put you down. Then he said there, my aunt, like, yo, it ain't worth it. I said, yo, it's not worth it. Go about your way, bro. You 24, you dealing with grown-ass men. Because clearly you didn't grow up yet. Dealing with grown-ass men, bro. Stand down. Oh, nah, I said, bro, but a hood I said, you don't own property in this hood, bro. You gonna die? I said, you gonna die over this hood? All right, cool. He still out there. I ignore him. He's a little kid. But then he starts saying, the same person he want to press, the grown people coming out and pressing him. Like somebody told him, like, you want to die? You want to die? You love this hood so much that you ready to die for it? He said, I kill you and leave you in front of your mother doorstep. And he got quiet. I'm like, is it worth it? He like, nah, it ain't worth it. I said, don't be drinking this liquor and thinking you're going to be Superman for your hood, bro. I'm not dying for my hood, bro.
You're not dying for your hood?
I'm not dying for my hood, bro. Because why? I die on this corner. They're going to pick my body up, wash my blood away, and I'm going to be forgotten. So why the hell I'm dying over this hood? But they're going to put you up on your birthday, yo, rest in peace to my nigga, this, that. I'm not dying for that. I'm not dying for no Facebook post, bro. Like, literally, I'm not dying for a Facebook post. I'm not dying for candles on the corner. I'm not dying for a picture with my shirt on it. Nah, I'm not just doing that.
A shirt with my picture on it.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Nah, I'd rather a nigga buy my merch. And I'm alive and I'm breathing. Like I talk
You get
about
to enjoy the money.
Come on, bro.
Invest the money. Support people you want to support with the money.
That's what I'm saying.
So, damn. So you saying you don't know if it's a great thing to take pride in Brooklyn?
I don't know if it's a great pride. Not just Brooklyn, just New York itself.
New York itself.
New York itself. Niggas getting killed for water fights. And I'm just saying, I'm New York. I'm from, where you from? Now you go out of town, like, where you from New York? Brooklyn, like, you wear that shit with honor. They love you. They ask you 1,000 questions. Like, they love New York. I'm not proud to say that. Why are we killing each other? Nigga dying over water fights. Nah, hell no. 17 years old. Still don't know what life is. He gone. Dad. And I'm proud of that. Nah.
Let me ask you this. Do you think everything that comes with living in New York is worth the cost of the rent?
Shit. What's in New York that make the rent high?
I mean, they got beaches, they got parks, they got the block parties.
Yeah, we had all that. And the rent wasn't as high. We had all this. The rent wasn't as high. Nah, you want to know what make rent high? It ain't that. I know. I can't see, but the damn sure ain't our color. Nah, they migrate. Now it's gentrified. Now y'all gonna pay the gentrified money. Like, it's rare when you see a Caucasian, a white person walk through the projects. I'm like, I never seen it. I'm in Brownsville and I just see white people walking through the projects. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Come on, this is why the rent going up.
Because of that.
It ain't no beaches, ain't no block parties. We had all that already. So miss me with that shit. What else?
Touche.
Nah, why? Because you be outside, you see the white people running up the blocks. You see people, like, come on, like, look at it now. You can't even cook out no more on the sidewalk. You can't sit on the sidewalk no more with your tables and shit like that. Who being affected by it?
Yeah, who being affected by it?
Us.
Yeah.
On Instagram, you seeing people fighting for their hamburgers and Frank buns because the police want to confiscate it because you having a cookout. Minding your business, having a cookout. And where's that? In Bed-Stuy. It's in Crown Heights. You seeing they getting tased. You seeing them getting detained and everything else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Show me a video from like Williamsburg or like Bay Ridge where the other color living at. And then I said, say we be being treated equally. Nah, we being affected by it. Summertime, what black person don't love a cookout? You play the cookout music, the Before I Let Go and all that, and people dancing and they drinking and they having a good time. Nah, you snatching that away from them. Now, you got block parties with no grills outside. What block party? What kind of block party is that? Nah, we being affected by it. So what they doing? They raising the rent on us. Why? To push us out and to move them in. Shit at like $2,000 or $3,000. That's a lot. Damn, rent $2,000 or $3,000 for a black person. Nah, this shit is too much. But you gotta think, in Manhattan, the white people's only they spending $3,000 or $4,000 on a studio. I live in Manhattan. So now I'm coming to New York. I'm coming to Brooklyn.
Getting more.
For cheap.
For less.
And they eyes, that shit cheap. 2025. That was a studio. Now they getting a 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bro.
Maybe a little balcony or something. You know what I'm saying? Just to spice it up.
They feel good. Now look, now you got Prospect Park right there that you can walk around in. You know they love that shit. You can ride your bike, you can run through the hood. Why? Because we got more police circling these neighborhoods to make sure they safe. Make sure they good. That's why rent really going up. They building buildings everywhere. You look like, damn, they putting this, we got ice cream shops. I've never seen an ice cream shop back in the days. Closest ice cream shop you was going to is Badge in the Rock. 31 flavors. Nah, they got ice cream shop. They got different shit. Coffee shops. They got this shit straight gentrified. And you just like, damn. Why? Because they making the other kind comfortable. And what they doing? They come in, they buying these brownstones up. Hey, here's $1 million. They bounding it up, moving out the way. The rent definitely gonna be high. Why? Because we don't own our neighborhoods no more.
What do you think it takes to make New York City less dangerous?
What do it takes? It's hard to really answer that because a lot of people got that crab in the barrel mentality.
Mm-hmm.
It's like me working 10 times harder, I'm making the person next to me feel like, oh, I think he think he better than me. I'm gonna take it all away from him. But nigga, you could work 10 times harder with me and we both would be great. Or I'm out here, I'm hustling, I'm doing what I gotta do, but you mad because I'm out here grinding and working for better things to chase my goals. So you're gonna shoot it down. It's always, it's like I really can't answer that question because there's a lot of fucked up minds out here. The minds got to be fixed. A lot of people need mental health. I mean, like mental health resources. They got this thing in their mind that I can't do it, so I'm gonna take it away from somebody. Like you really look at it, a person got killed for a water fight. Ain't that much? Don't you wash your ass at night? So it ain't that much in the world to kill somebody over a damn water fight. It's gonna take a lot to make New York City safe. But and that's not even just New York, it's every state. Everywhere you go is like that. Atlanta, I went out to Atlanta. This shit is so beautiful. Felt so good. The wind, the sun, the food. But they like, yo, it gets crazy out here.
Mm-hmm.
No, you just seeing the good part of Atlanta. You ain't see like bodies is being dropped out here.
Mm.
My sister went to Houston. Oh, Houston, beautiful. She said, but you got to watch out. It's a whole lot of people that try to get you out there.
Mm-hmm.
And what you talk about? Says a girl came, she crying like, oh, can you help me out? Can I use your phone?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
straight finesse.
She like, no. Said that she just walked away regular. and then went to the next person and started up again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
they do that here though.
I'm like, damn, that shit different.
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't just New York, because everywhere we go, it's dangerous. What could make the world better? I don't know. I really can't answer that question. Because it's like, we got to find out the root of the problem. Can't work on the tree. You got to find out what the root.
The root. Nah, I agree with that 100%. But then
I feel like some of this shit coming from the households.
What do you mean?
Not enough love. A lot of these kids not getting enough love in their households. So they bringing they demon ways out into the streets. That's how I felt. My mother can't afford these Jordans, so I'm gonna take somebody else's shit. Like me personally, if I can change a lot of shit, I'll make it fair that everybody can afford everything.
I think if we manage, so you said you couldn't really answer it, but I think that's a good way to approach answering it right there. Like,
I'm making it fair for everybody. Like for instance, like Jordans, right? Jordans come out. Why would you only put a certain amount of pairs in the stores and knowing that you're gonna sell out?
Oh, that's just business though.
So it's business, right?
But so it's gentrification, right?
Yeah, like it's business, right? But then you put in 50 pair of sneakers in the store, knowing that you gonna have 100 niggas online, knowing that the 50 niggas that's getting these sneakers gonna have a hard time coming out this store. That's a crime waiting to happen. A crime waiting to happen. I'm quite sure these factories gonna make enough Jordans for everybody to have them. Less crimes, cause now I'm not getting killed over a pair of sneakers that you couldn't get.
But so, and I agree with you 1,000,000%. But to that, I would say, is that the Jordan brand's problem? Because when they release a limited amount, they increase the perception of the brand. The brand looks more desirable now because now it's scarce. You know, I mean, we got a limited amount. You know, like you think about like diamonds, gold, Ferraris, fur coats, all these different things. Like the reason why they're so valuable is because everybody can't have them. Yeah. So when you see a nigga with some, it's like, fucking, I missed that one. It's like you can't be in the club with that nigga. And it right there, it creates like a desire to want to be in the club. You know what I mean?
But when you're saying Ferraris and all that, we're not dying over Ferraris because we can't afford it. That's not our class. You don't see rich people dying over Ferraris?
Yeah.
They not killing each other over fur coats and the diamonds. The rich people ain't killing each other over that.
Yeah.
Nah, we in the hood with it. Joey's on our feet like a Ferrari.
That's what I'm saying.
So why not make it to point it out? Like, all right, cool. Let me put these out. Instead of 50, I'm gonna put 100. What are you losing?
Because in their mind, they cheapen the brand by making it super. Like Skechers got a limited amount of. You can buy as many copies of a Skechers as you want. You know what I mean? You can buy as many of these Adidas as you want. You know what I mean? Because it's not it's exclusivity, right? And that's what they selling. People selling exclusivity. Like when you at the airport, they got the Sapphire Delta Lounge, Chase Lounge, and it's like
I get all that, right?
That's the special club. You know what I mean?
But nobody dying over Skechers.
Because it's not as, but to that point.
Yeah, because who wearing the Skechers?
Nope, not us.
So you got a couple of black people, but really the white people ain't killing each other over them Skechers.
Well, it don't mean as much because Jordan's is attached to an icon for us, and beyond the icon, it's transcended the nigga that is.
Yeah, you could say that, but then it's like Shaq got sneakers in Walmart. It's like, dying.
Yeah, and true, and he an icon too. But again, it's like it doesn't get the same. It's business, you know.
It's business, but Jordan could change the world. Let me put enough for every kid to have on their feet.
Yeah.
You could change the word because, like, your name is powerful. You're not going to lose nothing. Why? You could drop 100 pairs today, 100 people going to get it. The next week or next 2 weeks, you could drop another. Nah, they going to get that money up to go get that shit too.
Because you know what? Even if you want to keep the price high, you could, right? You can still keep the price high, but it's when you remove, niggas don't even get a chance to get the shoe.
Don't.
Because it's like, well, I don't have the money today.
Man, that line be wrapped around a corner knowing there's only 50 pairs of it.
So it really does drive like I don't want to say the shoe is responsible for people having criminal activity, right? But I will say that it doesn't help, especially when you know part of the prestige of the shoe is Jordan and the legacy of Jordan, but also part of the prestige of the shoe is people willing to step on each other to get it, though. But if that shoe was going to remain on that shelf for another year or another 6 months, you know what I mean? Then that person can get their money together. They don't got to feel as rushed. But it's like, fuck, I want that shoe because we love shoes. Shoes are art. All clothes are art. You know what I mean? So
definitely.
You see the pair of shoes and it's like, damn, I don't got the money. I can't get it in time. So you know what? I'm about to take them out. What? Yeah, them look like they my size, nigga. Let me get those.
So you walk out the store.
Nigga, I'm across the street, low, waiting for you to bend the block. Where you live?
No, one time before I even got shot, phone posits was a big thing.
That was huge.
Love what? I go to the store. Then they're like, yo, no more 8.5s. I'm like, fuck. Never forget Metallica Reds. I wanted them bad. I seen my little brother online. My stepbrother. He going in. He got his size. He first online. I'm like, all right. I'm like, damn, bro, I'm about to leave. I'm trying to see if I go to another store. But then I see the cruddy niggas outside waiting. Grimy niggas just waiting. I sit there, I'm like, it's me, 3 of my homies. I'm like, all right, I'm about to jump in the car and dip. I'm like, son just told me just stay back. Boom. I'm like, all right, I sit in the car. I'm just sitting there because now we about to pull up to go downtown. We on Nostrand. He come out the store. Like before he come out the store, I said, yo, do not come to the car. Just walk. He like, all right, cool. He come out, got his sneakers. He walking. As he walking, him and his friend walking up the block with their sneakers, they walking behind him. Now I get out the car and I'm walking. Now we walking behind them. He turned the corner. They turned the corner with him. So before they made their move, I grabbed him. I said, I will kill you, bro. Oh, nah. We were just keeping him on his toes. Now I'm keeping you on your toes. What you trying to do? What you trying to do? My brother looking like, I said, bro, this is why I tell you, pay attention. Because they can't afford it or they don't got it. They don't got their size. Just same way I asked, do they got their size for me? They say they don't. I'm ready to dip off. Now they're gonna take yours. He sat there looking, I'm like, so what y'all want to do? So now they see like, it's 3 of y'all. It's 4 of us though. Yeah, y'all little kids, we grown ass men. Nah, they thought twice. Go about your way, cause you would get killed for some sneakers, man. He walked about their way. I'm like, yo, told my brother, come on, get in my car. Let me drop you off, bro. I don't need them sneakers that bad that I'm just let you go about your way. Nah, get in the car, bro. Dropped them off. I just had to pay extra for my sneakers, but still, I got them. Dropped them off and I went about my way. But it's like, now if you made it enough for everybody or made it affordable for everybody, this world probably would be a better place.
Let me ask you that, because obviously we talking about a lot of criminal element shit that just come with being in low income situations, right? And to that, I want to ask you my next question, which is, because I think it flows perfectly into this, is can gentrification be a good thing for New York City? Or let me ask it another way. Are there any benefits to gentrification in New York City?
I want to say no, but then it's like you see more police presence, but is that safe for us? So I really say no, because the more gentrification, the more rent going up, a lot of shit going up.
Well, what about, so we know that gentrification pushes people out, right?
Yeah.
But what if it pushes out some of those people that are contributing to chaos in the neighborhood and on the blocks?
Yeah, but you could push them out, but it's like, you pushing these people out, right? But you gotta think, it's not that it's the people that's doing harm in there, but it's they parents, they grandparents ain't doing shit. It's the kid. And then it's like, okay, you can push them out, doesn't mean they gonna come back and rob. So it's like, what difference would it make? We pushing people out that's been in these apartments for longer than like we've been on this earth. So it's like you pushing them out. It hurts the community. And then on top of that, it hurts the community too, because like my block, right? Matter of fact, the block you live on, Halsey. Everybody and their mother over there, we know each other. They watch me, they raise me, they cross me across the street when it's time to go to the store and everything else. You push people out, bring more people in, that cause more. I feel like that caused crime right there. Cause now why? John on that corner, that's a cruddy buddy that's ready to rob and steal and kill. Would never rob on his block because he know Miss Bush right there, Miss Rose right there, Miss Johnson right there, Mr. Sutherland right there. He know them. Cause why? They raised him. So he gonna think twice before he even try to rob anybody on his block. Now that everybody's being pushed out, you bring in new faces and new people over here that I can rob them. They don't know me. I can rob them and get low. I feel like it was less crimes before it was really gentrified. I honestly feel. And I don't know, guns just came out of nowhere. It never been this much guns in these neighborhoods the way it is now. Back in the days, you could get your ass whipped and take it like an L.
Mm-hmm.
Now you get your ass whipped, you're getting shot. You beat somebody's ass, you might as well go in the crib if you don't want to die today. But they coming back to kill you.
Yeah, they're gonna pop the trunk.
They coming back to kill you. So you better whip their ass and go in the house for a couple of days. Try to let them cool off for a minute. But then they like, oh, gentrifies more police and all that. But is that a good thing for us? I don't know.
Because more than just the people who contributing to the crime and getting into the gangster shit, it's like now young boys who just trying to get home, now they coming home from school, or they just playing outside, now they getting caught up in the riffraff because the cop like, shit, nigga, you part of the problem too all the time. It's like, nigga, I ain't never shot, I ain't never held a gun.
I never even been around them. But your skin color, you part of them. You black, you part of them. Put your hands on this car, please. Let me search you. You just got textbooks in your pocket. I mean, in your book bag. Where the guns at? You're not even that type of kid. But guess what? They put you in the same bracket as them. In your eye, in their eyes, yeah, we all the same. They don't care. Like I'm disabled, and they still try to run down on me numerous times.
Who trying to run down on you? The cops?
Police? Hell yeah. What? Man, it's time the police dragged me out the car and had me in handcuffs because I want to let them search me. I'm like, I'm visually impaired. You putting a cab over, that don't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
Still had me in handcuffs. Take me to the precinct. Oh, I'm going to have your badge. Oh, it's a lawsuit. Then they let me go and said, oh, you should have just stopped being smart and just told me you was blind in the first place. No, what did you trying to search me in the first place for? I didn't do nothing wrong. Oh, I matched this script. I matched the description of a person that had committed a murder.
Yeah.
I said, how would you know if I was in the car driving past y'all?
Yeah.
Now, they driving down, I'm driving up.
Yeah.
They bust a U-turn.
Yeah.
President said, we smell marijuana. I said, how? The windows is up. And nobody in here smoking. This is a fucking Uber. Now, they ain't talking to the cab driver. They talking to me.
Pulling me over in an Uber is crazy.
Bro.
Nuts.
And they wasn't talking to the Uber driver. They were talking straight to me. Me and my little brother, I said, he's underage. You're not searching him. Oh, you know your rights? I definitely do. You're not searching me. Oh, I'm like, well, what's the reason? I said, first of all, you pulled the cab over. You're not talking to me. You're talking to him. Oh, was you drinking? It doesn't matter. I'm not behind the wheel. What's next?
Mm.
He said, you matched the description of a shooting that we had 2 weeks ago. So, wow. I said, can you run it back on the walkie-talkie? Let me hear it. Nah, you don't want to do it. Like, what's your name? Sean. Last name, Bell. Oh, that pissed him off. He said, excuse me? What's your name? First name, Sean. Last name, Bell. Oh, it pissed him off. Oh, they opened the door, slammed me on the back, handcuffed, this, that. I'm ready for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to get paid. I'm suing you. I want your pension. I'm suing the city because they got a dickhead working for them.
Yeah, that's if you don't get slayed first.
I want it all.
You can get paid if you don't get slain.
Yeah, I want it all. But on my mind is like, damn, they're going to take me somewhere, whip my ass and leave me, and I ain't going to know where I'm at. That's what I kept thinking in my head. They going to whip my ass and leave me somewhere. I don't know where I'm at. I'm blind.
Nigga leave you in some hood where niggas is with that static.
Yeah.
Look.
Be good, though.
Let me ask you this. This has been a great episode, bro.
Yeah.
This is my last question on as far as like on the notes. Hold on. How do you know if you're living in New York or surviving in it?
How would you know?
Yeah.
What I say if I'm living or I'm surviving? I'm living in New York right now, or I'm surviving. I'm surviving.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surviving in New York. I'm trying to make it out of New York. As much as I love New York, I'm trying to make it out of New York.
Mm-hmm.
Like we are surviving. We actually survive. We not living. We definitely not living because why it's like every day we wake up, we gotta go work. We gotta work hard. We gotta keep our jobs. One little fight can set us back. You're not living. You're surviving.
Bruh, it don't listen. One little setback, fuck all this shit up.
Change plans.
Quickly.
How many times you went to the supermarket and you see the price of shit and you're like, damn.
Yeah.
How many sacrifices you like, I can't get this.
Yeah.
Because I gotta get this.
Yeah.
How many times you open a bill and like, God damn, my light bill this high. But it's like, do I keep cool to be comfortable to get up to go to work and giving them my best? Or I'm gonna sleep in this heat and be miserable and I don't know how the outcome gonna be. So
let me tell you something. I have slept a many nights in some New York City heat in the summer. Not for the week, my nigga. Yep. Not for the week, my nigga. And most of the fucking apartments here don't even got central AC.
No, I don't.
You know what I mean? So
you gotta ask yourself, are we living? No, we not living. We surviving. We not living. Living? Nah, I gotta pay myself. I gotta pay somebody my rent. That's not living. That's surviving. When I own that motherfucker, then I'm living now. When I'm not worried about like a setback
and money and stuff like that,
you living. When you could get up and just go as you want, you're living. Nah, we just surviving. Every day is a plan. Every day you like this. Every week, you know your check coming. You planning it out this, that, and third, just so you could have money to play with on the side. You surviving. Because if I'm living, I ain't worried about that shit. I know my money is straight. I could take off a couple of days knowing that my money gonna be straight.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I can't afford it. I be tired. Don't want to go do a party at all. But I'm like, if I don't do this party, what can happen? Oh, this shit could set me back. So it set me back. I can't. I ain't gonna have studio time.
And then you got a son, bro.
Yeah. Now, how can I tell him I can't buy his food? How can I tell him, oh, you see a pair of sneakers, I can't get it? How can I tell you, oh, nah, you can't play the game because I'm scared the light bill gonna go up and shit like that? Nah, I gotta work. And not just him. It's like I got other people that's rooting and rotting for me. Like,
yeah, God forbid you want something for yourself too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sneakers come out, I can't treat myself. Why? Cause you treat yourself, now you fucked up for a couple of days or a couple of weeks.
Yeah. And
then you never know what could happen within then. Your son might need something, your daughter might need something. You got a phone bill, you got a cable bill, you need internet, you need Wi-Fi nowadays.
Boy.
Shit don't run, so like now picture all that's gone.
Boy.
So are we living? Nah, we surviving.
Yeah.
Until you got your feet up and you comfortable, you're surviving. Because every day we wake up thinking like, damn, I'm doing everything right to secure my bag, secure my job, secure my living.
And do you think, because some people been living in New York for a long time, you know, some people, this is all they know.
It's all they know.
But do you think surviving in New York is overrated, or should they go survive somewhere else where they get a little bit more, you know, bang for their buck?
Where they bang for the buck?
Yeah.
I don't think surviving in New York is overrated because everywhere you go is really shit is high now. I remember Atlanta used to be cheap. Everybody started migrating to Atlanta. Look, Atlanta is expensive now. People like Atlanta ain't cheap like how it used to be. I remember when everybody was running to the North and South Carolina. Nah, that shit's expensive now. The price of living went up. Sooner or later, we're gonna be paying for air to breathe. Sooner or later, we got to pay to breathe sooner or later. Come on. Then you got the president we got in there cutting Medicaid and all different types of shit. People really about to be trying to survive. and it's just gonna keep going and keep going and keep going. Some people fucked up. Now you fucking with their Medicaid. You fucking with their Social Security. You fucking with different shit. It's like, come on. Be struggling now. You want us to struggle even more.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, but you know who it don't affect? The people that own Amazon and the Walmarts of the world and the Targets. They're not affected by it. They living. We surviving. Big difference.
Yeah.
Like, I swipe my card and check my bank account to see exactly how much money I got.
Hell yeah, I need to know.
I want to get to a point where I can swipe my card and I don't give a fuck. I'm like, it's a couple of millions in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Or listen, not even a couple of millions, just enough. You know what I mean? It's like I'm swiping that motherfucker and I don't got to be worried like maybe it's not enough. Do I got enough left for this? You know what I mean?
I don't want to overdraft.
I don't want to, fuck an overdraft. Fuck the banks, bro. Fuck y'all, bro. Overdraft is the sickest shit in the world. Like, nigga, I don't have it.
Shit is a gimmick.
Then they gonna hit you. They gonna tax you. That's how I lost my first bank account. I lost my first bank account because they were overdrafting me for something that I didn't have in there. And then you end up, I didn't have a job at the time. And then it's like the overdraft. And then they hit you with a late fee for the overdraft. And then before you know it, you got $180 fucking in overdraft fees.
Yeah, like they overdraft your shit for $50 and they hit a $35 fee on the back of that bitch.
Bro, cold hustle.
That the little bit of money that hit your account.
I'm talking about, bitch, I don't got no money in it, you fucking bitch. Like, it's not in there.
They taking it.
Yo.
What that is? Or they give you this credit card limits high as hell. Nobody never taught us financial literacy. So what to do with a credit card and all that. They just throw it in our hands and guess what we do? We just swipe. Now that shit fuck up your credit score. Now what do you get with that?
Bro, is America a scam, bro?
Yeah, it is. Because
IRS done sent me a couple messages in the mail. Brother, when I tell you I owe them niggas some paper. And then, let me tell you something. Keep it a big stack with you. Let's talk. Let's really talk real quick. Send me one check, owe them niggas 12 racks. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Send me another check, owe them niggas 4,000. Right? Then send me another check. Send me a check for all the money I owe them from the interest collected from not paying on that money. I said, oh my God. And so I'm supposed to do that, pay my rent, pay my bills, get my groceries. How the fuck a nigga what the fuck is you niggas talking about? What you talking about? I'm not supposed to climb from out of a hole. I'm supposed to be wanting to buy a home one day.
They don't care.
They don't care.
They don't care at all.
So should we leave America, bro? Is that what it is? You trying to go to Africa, bro?
I ain't gonna lie. I thought about it.
You thought about it like Nas and Belly?
I thought about it. Yeah. Thought about going to Ghana.
What your ass gonna do in Ghana, bro?
Grow some farms and stuff.
Yeah.
Just live a different life, a peaceful life. Unity. Yeah, I thought about it.
Think Zah go to Africa with you?
If they got a Popeyes out there, here you go.
He love Popeyes?
Yeah.
If they got a Popeyes.
They got Popeyes.
He make his own Popeyes.
Shit, that's the goal, right?
You know what I mean?
To bring Popeyes to Ghana, right?
Hell no. Go listen. Leave all this American shit in America, please. Please. Well, listen, for all my people out there, I hope you finding ways to live in the city. Obviously, surviving is, it's hard. And like my nigga said, you know what I mean? A lot of us are surviving, but I think life is all about reclaiming back your time for the little ways that you can live. So whatever y'all doing out there, man, just find ways to reclaim some of your living time. You know what I mean? You got to be intentional about living.
You got to hustle, man.
You got to live on purpose.
Got to dream.
Yeah, you got to live on purpose.
In fact, before we even get out of here, was you living or surviving in Dallas? Because I could talk about the New York part.
Yeah.
But was you living or surviving in Dallas? That you feel you had to bust a move to come to New York?
It's interesting because I want to say both. And I want to say both because, so my story living in Dallas, me and my family, we had a lot of down.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of downs, you know what I mean? We had a lot of moments where we just didn't have it and we was living with other people. And we was living with one family, then another family, then another family. And, you know what I'm saying? Majority of my life, I ain't have a room or a bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So majority of my life, I was sleeping on the couch or sleeping on somebody's floor. or sleeping in somebody's garage and like kind of making a home in somebody's garage.
Yeah.
And so that a lot of my life was like that. But then also like, you know, we eventually, me and my family, we got stable. And then we had this apartment and we made the most with the apartment, right? And so I want to say both in the sense of like once we had that apartment, you know, we wasn't rich by any means, but it was the stability though, you know what I mean? And so like I feel like in that moment we wasn't necessarily surviving anymore. Now you ask my mom, she might have a different story because she was the one paying rent for the place, you know what I mean? She might have a different story. But but at the same time, outside of like, okay, I don't got to worry about being homeless. Living in Dallas, it's a different type of struggle, bro. It's a different type of challenge because it's not an accessible place like New York City where you can just, yeah, they got public transportation, but it's not as nearly as reliable and it's not nearly as expansive. You know, MTA will take you anywhere on this fucking bitch. You know what I mean? And that's not happening. That's not happening in Dallas. You know what I mean? The trains is coming maybe every 30, 40 minutes in heat that's like unbelievable. You know what I mean? And sometimes the bus, you know what I mean? It's like buses is super late, they slow. And so in Dallas, like, you know, I was just, my mentality was definitely survivor mentality in Dallas because it was all about like, what can I do to get myself one step closer to figuring it out? You know what I mean? And that's like a lot of the time that's without transportation. You know what I mean? So you're trying to rely on transportation and, you know, you're working these minimum wage jobs and it's like, okay, like I'm about to spend my whole paycheck on a computer and then it's like spend my whole paycheck on a camera. Then I got to get the lens and then learning how to like operate cameras, you know what I mean? And all that type of shit. And so, you know, a lot of it was survivor mentality for sure. It definitely was. But, you know, that's all I know. You know what I mean? That's all I know. And in a lot of ways, this is the most stable I've ever been in my life right now.
Now look, that's coming from you, a young wolf, a kid.
Yeah, young wolf.
Of surviving. That picture your mother. Like, you say you might be living and surviving. She probably just surviving. Like, I gotta get this money to pay this rent. I gotta get this money to put food on the table. I gotta get this money to make sure we never sleeping on nobody's couch, floor or garage. So you look at it like that, it's like, damn, I gotta be the change.
Yeah. And you know what, too? I just want to add some more to that, too, because, you know, my parents got divorced and neither one of them are rich, but I believe that divorce was the worst thing that ever happened to my family. You know what I mean? To all of us.
To a lot of families.
Yeah, to a lot of families. I think divorce is the worst thing that ever happened to us because, and I think even till this day, we're still being affected by divorce. You know how like there could be water in a creek or a river or a lake and you like throw a rock in the water and then it creates like a ripple effect from where the rock entered the water. I feel like we still living in the ripple effect of what divorce did because in a lot of ways, like even my father, like, you know, I love my dad and me and my dad have a relation. He's in my life, but there's a disconnect between me and him. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that'll ever really change. You know what I mean? At this point, I mean, maybe things could get better, but in some ways, I don't know if it'll get better. Like sometimes I see my dad with like some of his nephews, which is like my little cousins, and the relationship that my dad will have with my cousins, it's like, damn, like
that's what it's supposed to be, y'all.
It was supposed to be us, but we've never had that though. We've never had that. You know what I mean? And so it's shit like that. So it's like even everything my family went through. Like I think that if they would have stayed together, it's not to say we would have been rich, but I think certain things wouldn't have just been as hard. You know, and so yeah. So and my dad was. I mean, oh yeah, we were definitely surviving, bro. We were definitely surviving. I mean, like, I've had Christmases, bro, where we ain't have no electricity, bro. You know what I mean? And we literally was opening Christmas gifts with flashlights, like no bullshit. You know what I mean? Like flashlights. Like I would come home from school and we don't got no lights in the house. You know what I mean? And while the sun's shining, it's cool. But I like, if I gotta wake up in the middle of the night, use the bathroom, I light a candle on some real George Washington type shit. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I'm aiming in the toilet. You know what I'm saying? So, Niggas done boiling water. You know what I mean? The water off in the house.
To wash.
You know, boil water off in the house, so you got to get the water from outside the house from the because it's city water. It's different from the water that you pay in the crib. So you boiling that to take a bath, bathing in the sink. It's just so niggas done came through some surviving, and we definitely more in a stable place now, but it's still more work to do, and
still a lot more work.
It's a lot more work to do. And one thing about me, bro, is I love being in New York, and being in New York is a great place, but one thing I'm gonna say is I ain't never lost sight of what I came here for. Never.
Not supposed to.
You know what I mean? And it's a lot of people that I be around, you know what I mean, and that be maybe calling my peers, whatever you want to say it. I'm like, we not doing the same thing here, and we not here for the same reason.
And they don't dream, man. They don't dream. People don't dream no more. People don't got the hustle in them no more.
Yeah.
Nah, that's why you gotta put yourself around people that have the same dream you have. And that's like, I want more, I want better. That's it. Look. Blind I See podcast bring out some shit.
Nah, this one was a fucking good one.
Bring out some shit.
This is a fucking good one, bro.
Yo, and all this came from just want to get married. Yeah. Where can they find you at, Wolf?
Man, don't worry about me, y'all. Listen, this was
nah. You took the show today. You took the show at the end.
Yeah, this was good. This was a good.
You took the show at the end.
Yeah,
so now sitting in front of this camera, there ain't always peaches and creams.
Oh, I ain't never been peaches and cream.
We been through a lot to be here.
Yeah, but you know what? But you find ways to live though, because even though I was going through all that shit, one thing I can thank God for from my heart. It shit been rough, bro. You know what I mean? Like some of that shit is rough, but there were rougher things that happened. You know what I'm saying? There were rougher things, but what I can say is that I thank God for giving me the type of heart where none of that shit really affected me that much. And maybe it was just youth. You know what I mean? But I was just looking at it like, but that's how all young black boys feel. You know, once you see your mother cry, you'd be like, yeah, get this fucking money. Got to, because you don't ever want to see that again.
If you don't feel that way, then something is wrong.
Something wrong, you know what I mean? And I can understand why niggas get driven to different extremes to try to make a buck, you know what I mean? Because it's like really understanding, like you really need that money today, not later, you know what I mean? And so I understand that, but then that's part of the back to the surviving, because it's like, one of my favorite Benny the Butcher lines, he was like, we watch niggas eating. Now we getting even. We watched our mothers cry, but that just made us risk our freedom. And I just like, I fuck with that line so much. He said, we watched niggas eating. Now we getting even. We watched our mothers cry, but that just made us risk our freedom. I feel that.
Shit, man, you'll do anything just so your mother don't gotta struggle to put food on the table again.
You know what I'm saying? So
shit real.
Listen, whatever you can do, I don't know. Listen, I done lived in some fucked up situations in New York. I done lived in some fucked up situations when I was in Dallas, but in New York, it's a tough motherfucking city. So this is what I'm going to say. Last thing I'm going to say. Forget about following me.
Gotta have tough skin.
Forget about following me, bro. Whatever you can do to live, make time for that. Please.
Because they could be snatched away like that.
Make time for that. Like, what does that look like for you? First of all, if you've listened this far in the episode, what I want you to do is please send the Blind But Now I See podcast a message and let us know that you made it this far.
Yeah, no, definitely.
If you made it this far, please let us know, and the reason why that's important is because we need to understand who are the people, and I'm not saying you got to listen to every episode the whole time, but whoever's making it all the way to the end, we need to collect that information and collect that data, and we also need to keep you in mind, because shit gonna be happening. There's gonna be events. It's gonna be merch. It's gonna be special access to things.
A lot coming.
And we need to keep people like you in mind, so you not waiting in no lines. When we coming through, like, oh no, they in the front.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It's skipping everybody.
Shows, everything coming.
The merch, you get free access to all that type of shit.
1000%. You get it before anybody else get it.
You get what I'm saying? So
Patreon coming soon. Live show coming soon.
All that shit. Live show. You get front. You get back access with everybody else.
Ebooks coming soon. Blind But Now I See book.
You get what I'm saying? So if you listening right now, just really let us know, and I just want to let you know, like, whatever you can do to live intentionally, please do that. Please do that. Whatever that means. Like me, I like to go to the beach sometimes. I like to ride my bike. I'm gonna always be on a motherfucking city bike until I buy. I'm getting ready to buy my own in a minute, but until then, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't get it. Shit was going on, responsibilities. But
Yeah.
I like to ride the bike. I like to go to the park, you know what I'm saying? And it's like little ways that I claim back my living. So whatever that look like for you, just claim your living back, man.
And just pull up in my DMs or pull up under a post and put, I'm tired of surviving. I want to live. I know I'm tired of surviving. I'm ready to live. Put it under the post or hit me in my DMs or tag me in stories. Tag me in stories with a picture of you and put, I'm tired of surviving. I'm ready to live. That means you ready to take that step forward to say, I got to better my life and do something different. So that's what we gonna run with that, man. I'm tired of surviving. We gonna live. Never know. That might be the episode name. I'm tired of surviving. I want to live. I don't know. But you can find me at BlondBananaCNYC.
Mm-hmm.
Happy 4th of July. Have a safe 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put these guns down, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's build each other.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not be crab in a barrel. When one go, we gonna leech on and grab and we all coming out the motherfucking barrel. That's what I'm about. I ain't about gatekeeping or none of that shit. I make it, best to believe I'm coming back and I'm getting somebody too. That's how I feel. Wolf never gatekeep. That's why my podcast is where it's at. I never gatekeep. My sister is moving. Nah, that's how it's supposed to be. Put the whole hands and we all supposed to come out this barrel.
Mm-hmm.
So take that in consideration and pull somebody up that needs you. And this is another episode of BlondBananaC Podcast. And we out of here.
Chill.
Peace.